Hello, everyone. I'm here with Andy Chiquoine from ConRes. He heads up their managed services group. Hey, Andy, how you doing today?
Good. How are you, Brian?
Excellent, excellent. Well, hey, with the technical challenges that COVID-19 is presenting for businesses everywhere, um, tell us a little bit about what your customers have been asking for help with.
We've seen a lot of the sort of obvious questions related to working remotely coming up. And in fact, in early March, we just sort of went out and did a proactive health check of our customers' environment um, to look at things like capacity for VPN, whether that's licensing or bandwidth. Make sure that they're configured in a way where they can get their users in remotely. The same thing across the board for Citrix solutions. We have a very strong UC managed services practice, and we've been very busy there as well, helping to make sure that users can connect remotely to their environment.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, everyone has immediately had to move remote. What are some of the unique things that you guys have done, or ways that you've been able to help customers as a result of this transition?
We are seeing some, I guess I would say, less standard requests than what we normally see, right? We're having customers pulling old IP phones out of closets and asking us to come up with creative ways for them to be able to get those phones connected back into their network over a VPN. We have customers who have ordered laptops that we have built, joined to their domains, and shipped out to people's houses, which wasn't necessarily bundled as part of their standard managed services agreement, but in this time we're sort of doing everything we can. I will say though that maybe less than those sort of one-off kind of unique requests. I think one of the bigger values we've been able to add is really uh, just keeping the operations going. Right, this has been, I would say, chaotic for a lot of IT departments. Just sort of turning on their business continuity plans, trying to figure out how all this is going to work. Um, and the day-to-day stuff where we're continuing to monitor their environments, continuing to patch their environments, they're not getting behind on security releases, really without missing a beat as this pandemic has out. We've been able to just provide that constant service and that constant operational security that I think has really taken a lot of stress off.
Okay, and I'm sure the move to do this very quickly has obviously presented unique challenges as well. What are the kinds of things that should be top of mind for companies that are making that remote workforce adjustment? And then, how could you help them maybe tackle those risks that are coming up due to speed and due to the unexpectedness of everything?
Yeah, absolutely. I think obviously people's sort of number one priority was, hey, how can I get my workers so that they can keep, right? I need my employees to be able to keep doing their jobs, even if they can't be in the office. I think something that maybe wasn't top of mind, but should have been when a lot of customers were going down that road was security, right? Um, we have seen, a variety of sort of bad actors out there who are trying to exploit specifically COVID-19, whether that's some of the stuff that's been published more broadly around Zoom meetings and meeting bombing and all that stuff that's going on there. Or even more mundane stuff where we're just seeing an uptick in phishing attacks. With some tie into COVID-19, right? Making sure that customers' environments are sort of protected from a bunch of different angles is really important. Um, I think the number one thing I might say to customers right now who are sort of dialing up their sort of remote teleconferencing, video conferencing, this is a really good opportunity for you to just have a refresher course with your employee base on sort of your acceptable use policies, your standard sort of security and best practices around operations. We do partner with companies who can do spear phishing attacks and things like that to help really put people through their paces and really train and identify potential problems in their employee bases. Um, we also have a security service, a managed security offering that we can leverage to help customers be more proactive about both identifying vulnerabilities in their environment through proactive vulnerability scanning, and really identify potential threats or attempted exploits when they're happening through SIM tooling, log aggregation, and analysis, backfire.
Excellent. Well, hey, a lot of good advice there, Andy. If folks need to get in touch with you and your team at ConRes, what's the best way for them to do that?
We've got a website with specific COVID-19 details on it, conres.com. People should feel free to go there and they can submit a request and get a direct feedback from our team.
Fantastic. Well, hey, Andy, I know you got a lot to do, so I'll let you go. Thanks a bunch for your time today.
Great. Thanks, Brian.